Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy New Year. Happy New Decade. So, new year, brand new account. We're ready to go. So, let's jump right in. First of all, I want to say thank you for all the people that are leaving nice comments and really encouraging words. I appreciate it. It's something that's going to really help keep me going. So anyway, let's jump into the trades and see what we have. All right. First off, we have Great Britain Pound and JPY. Okay, as you can see, like the no-nonsense way, we are trading on the day chart. Now, what you see on the chart, just as a little introduction, is as I said before, this is the CQ baseline. Okay, this is my super trend. This is my C1 or my first confirmation, which is ASH. This is my volume, which is way. And this down here is the RVI, which I'm using as an exit heads up indicator. And what you see here is these numbers across the top are actually the no-nonsense Forex ATR, which if you have that installed as an indicator will show you automatically whichever one you're on, your stop loss and your take profit, which is nice. So for instance, I wouldn't do it, but if I was going to take a buy on this candle right here and I clicked on it, can you see that it shows me where my stop loss is and it shows me where my take profit would be as well. So that's that indicator. And this one is the no-nonsense trade assistant. No-nonsense Forex trade assistant. And normally you can configure this. It's an expert advisor, so it's something that can actually execute the trades on your behalf, but you can actually configure this a lot of different ways. I've actually not configured it with 2%, but I'm doing it with a fixed amount for one mini lot for each trade. Just because this demo account is like $50,000, and yeah, I don't think I'll ever have an account that big, but you never know. So I want to have it a little bit more realistic, so I am actually using the 0.1 lots so that it's a little bit more dollar for dollar. All right, and these numbers down here that are changing, that is in accordance with our baseline. So as we cross, okay, whatever candle I'm aligned with, as we cross, the information down below will show us what the ATR is, and it will also show us our distance from the baseline. So one of the rules that VP has is you never want to enter a trade when the distance has already gone greater than 1 ATR. And I will admit that is a hard one for me to stick to. And I'm going to see how I do here, but that is one of my pain points personally, because a lot of times you get really good indicators going and it's already gone too far, and you know, it's that fear of missing out. You feel like you're going to miss it, but we'll see. All right. So in this case, let's just start going through quickly. There's no trade here because our super trend and our ASH are both saying take a sell only, and there's no sell available. All right, so going over to Chef JPY. Okay, so likewise, this one is just crossed the baseline going up, and we're not interested in any buys. We're only interested in sells. Okay, this is GBP NZD. Okay, so let's see how this one doing. So this one is telling us the super trend is saying look for sells, but our confirmation indicator number 1 is saying look for buys. So they're in conflict, so we're not going to do anything. Okay, so this is Audi NIST. Let's see. Now this one, you have to be careful here when they're going sideways because you don't have a real good trend. And if you notice here, look how low this ash is. The ash is saying buy and the super trend is saying sell. So, you know, you have to be careful there and stay out of trades at that point. Okay, here's NIST JPY. And we actually had a really good signal here. That was, I think, Friday. But I didn't have this set up yet and ready to rock and roll on Friday. So that is one that I would have missed. However, if you notice, it didn't really do anything. Let's go on back up. Even though Super Trend said that it was a sell, it had just crossed the baseline. Our ash said it was a sell, and so did our volume. So I don't know, that one probably will turn around in my opinion, but we've already missed it. So no trade there. Okay, Great Britain NIST. Okay, another one where we've got conflicting signals, so no trade there. Okay, let's see, now we are on CAD JPY. Okay, so at this point, our super trend is telling us a buy. Our candle has gone and closed, or is closing, because it's about 5 minutes until candle close right now. As you can see, my little timer here, it's actually 2 minutes. So this one would be good, except look at our confirmation indicator. That's red, and that is indicating no, it's not time to buy. And look at the volume. The volume is so low there. So not a good thing to do. Okay, so let's look at Euro, Great Britain, Pound. All right, so here we have our candle crossing over and closing below the baseline. And just to show you how this, you see that red, that indicates by my CQ baseline indicator that the candle has closed crossing. And these numbers down here show that the ATR is 43.53 and the distance is 12.93. So that means this distance from the baseline is 12.93 and well within our limits. However, our super trend is telling us to look for buys only. So even though super trend and our ash are in agreement, our candle is not. It's going in the wrong direction, and we do not have the volume. So we're going to pass on that one. Boy, I hope we find something today. It would be a bummer to go through the whole day and not have any trades, but, you know, that's okay. This is the way it works. Patience, patience, patience. All right, so this is another miss because this one would have been, nope, it wouldn't have been. I'm sorry, I apologize, because the super trend was green, so that was not a sell opportunity. And we don't have agreement in our indicators. Okay, so now we're moving to Chef JPY. So we are looking here. We have crossed above the baseline. However, look at our super trend. That's saying look for sells only. So our super trend says sell. Our ash, our confirmation indicator is an agreement, says sell. And we had volume there, but again, that was on Friday. And today is Monday, and the candle's going in the wrong direction. So no trade for us, no soup today. Here is Euro NIST, okay? So let's see what we have there. Well, our super trend is telling us look for a sell, but our ash is telling us buy. And our volume is actually very strong on the buy side. So this could be a reversal in trend, but we don't trade on reversals. We only trade with the trend. So when these indicators, when this indicator flips over, then we may be ready to take a trade, but not today. Okay, here's the Euro Audi. Oh, did you see that? Did you see how this just flipped from red to green? Ooh, okay. So this is my super trend, and it is saying only look for buys. My ash is an agreement. Okay. My candle is an agreement. It's above, and it's been within 5 candles, the cross. And we've got volume. So guess what? I'm buying. So I hit this buy, and it automatically opens 2 positions for me. Okay, and the 2 positions have the take profit identified here at 1 ATR, and the stop loss, actually that was wrong. Only one position has take profit. The other one is left open so that it can follow a trend. So we have one order with a take profit and both orders with a stop loss here. And the stop loss is 1.5 times the ATR. Now we got a pretty big spread. There's 6 on our spread. And so, it looks like we're really in the hole, but we just have to watch it because we may be going in the right direction. It's just we have to catch up with that spread before we start to see something in the green. So great, we're going to watch that one. Let's go over to Euro JPY before, because it's right at 5 p.m. So we need to get moving here. Okay, so this is saying look for a sell. This is saying look for a sell. This is a sell, but our candle's in the wrong direction. So I'm not going to take that. Even though, if you look at this, look how the candle is like bouncing off of that baseline. I think there's a very good opportunity that this is going to turn around and start to go down again. Because all of our indicators are lined up in that direction. But if you notice here, our volume, let me bring that up, is just over that line for a sell. Actually, now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, if I'm going to be totally automatic with it, I should take this trade. Because even though the candle's going in the wrong direction, all of my other indicators are saying to sell. But I usually don't like to go against the candle, but it looks like it might be bouncing off of that baseline, and that is one of my rules. All right, guys. See, this is why I need you. I'm gonna sell. Maybe this is a learning moment for all of us, but we will see. We will see if that candle ends up turning around and going the other way, okay, before hitting our stop loss. And that is the Euro JPY. Okay, finally, we've got Euro Chef. Oh, that's not finally, but the next one is our Euro Chef. And here we see our super trend is telling us to sell. Our ash is telling us to sell, okay, and we are very close to the baseline and potentially bouncing off of that baseline. So this would potentially be okay as a continuation trade, okay, but I would like it better if we took this continuation trade instead of this one, because at this point, we had this ash changing from blue back to red. I like to see that as a continuation indication. So I'm not going to take this trade today because it hasn't touched the baseline. This one actually touched it, which would have been better. And again, when we do a continuation trade, we don't have to have the volume to support it, but it's not bad. It doesn't hurt. Okay, so Great Britain Chef. What have we got going on here? Okay, so we have a down. We have a down. and we have down, but we don't have enough volume. If this had a lot of volume, then I would say, you know, it's a consideration. But this one would have been the one with the consideration. We should have taken this on Sunday, but to really be valid. But I didn't trade Sunday, so no soup for you. All right. And now we finally, I think this is our last one, have Audi JPY. So here's our baseline. It's just across our baseline 3 candles ago. This is saying to sell. This is saying to sell. And we have volume. Okay, but I'm not thinking this is the best because this would have been the ideal candle to sell on. Well, no, but look at that. Look at the distance. The distance here, if you look down here, over here, the distance was 75 and the ATR was only 38. So in that case, that wasn't a good sell opportunity. So this one now was still showing sell. And this one now, it's still showing sell. So you know what? Again, we've got that up candle, but 1, 2, it's only 3 from crossing. I could be shooting myself in the foot here, but I'm going to follow my system and I'm going to sell. Okay, there we go. So there we go. So before we go, let's just check our, oh, you can't see all of it, but I'm checking right now my trades. So it looks like I have 3 now that were opened, and unfortunately, they're all in the hole, but that's okay. The day is young, so we have to have patience, we have to watch it, and we have to be ready to react if that comes up. So let me show you now what I'm going to do. So get rid of that. What I'm going to do now is for the ones that are open, I'm going to shift my focus from the volume to my RVI. So right now, in this case, this RVI is down. If this RVI comes up and crosses, I'm going to put in like a trailing stop for that. Okay, and I'm going to do that with the other ones that are open. So anyway, there you have it. Our first day of trading, and 2 of them I'm kind of iffy about. Only because, again, I don't like to trade off arrow, like buy when the candle's going down and vice versa. But anyway, we're gonna give it a shot, and we'll see how we do tomorrow. Bye for now.